Alright, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're on Daf Yomi in Avodah Zarah. So today's Daf Yomi. It's page 52a in Tractate Avodah Zarah. So we're getting to some complicated legal matters here. Today, when in Lekalim, we're giving a concept as far as vessels that the Torah is commanding us to destroy all of the vessels, all the vessels, all the instruments, all of the utensils that are used in idolatry. So we're discussing what the Mishnah says. Our Mishnah says that a pagan, Gentile pagan, if he makes an idol, the idol is considered an idol right away, whereas if a Jew makes an idol, it's not considered an idol until shipped. And this is a machlokas.
In 2 miles, take exit 304 for US 209 south towards Snydersville, Pennsylvania 33 south. So,
there's the opinion, that's the opinion of this Mishnah, but there are other Tanaim that disagree. Tanaim would disagree and say that it's the pagan, the Gentile pagan, whose idol is only considered an idol and is therefore prohibited to have any benefit from it once it is worshipped. But the Jew who makes an idol, God forbid, that one is immediately prohibited. So it's a disagreement between these two sources. So here is seeming to say that so the Mishnah says it's the pagan's idol that's prohibited immediately, and this Gemara is seeming to argue that it's the Jew's idol that would be prohibited immediately. B'kelim and Kimnala. Now
in half a mile, take exit 304 for US 209 south towards Snydersville, Pennsylvania 33 south.
Do we really derive these things from kalim, from utensils, vessels? Amar Kra Ave Tapnus Kol Makom Avdu Shama Goyim Asher Atem Yorshim Isam Elohim. Scripture tells us, as we've quoted in yesterday's Daf,
take exit 304, then continue on to US 209 south.
It says you should surely destroy all of the places where these nations, the 7 Canaanite nations, worshipped their that you are inheriting their land, all the places where they worship their gods. So Makish Eloheihem Lekalim. Once again, you can say with a hey, you don't have to say Elokim, Elokeihem. You really shouldn't, because if we keep it with a kuf, that's like
continue on US 209 south for 6 miles.
How we refer to the true God. And so false gods you can openly call Elohim, and you don't have to kuf it up there. So and you shouldn't. So Makish Eloheihem Lekalim. So the Torah seems to be indicating that there's a comparison between their gods and their vessels. Since it says the places, even the vessels considered a place where the bowl or whatever is considered a place where the idol was worshipped. Ma'kelim achiavdu haf Eloheihem nami achiavdu. So the thing is that since Scripture says all the places where they worshipped, and the worship is in the past tense, so just like vessels are only prohibited once they're used in worship, so too idols. The Gentile idols are only prohibited once they are used in worship, once they are worshipped. Rabbi Akiva, Lo Makish. Rabbi Akiva doesn't see this to be a valid comparison. Amar Lach, when it says Es Eloheihem, Kiva was Dorish the Essen, right? So this word es, which indicates a definitive article, but it could also mean with. It could have a meaning generally. It's a word in Hebrew that is not generally translated to English, but it can be translated. And so the simple meaning is that it indicates the form of the grammar. This word aleph saf, et or es. But I don't know what it's at all right now. But this, it could be also indicating something. Hefsek Inyan, by using the word es, which could be superfluous here, it interrupts what we're saying, and so therefore it shows that there is no connection. When it says es Eloheihem, it interrupts the flow of the verse, the scriptural verse. So therefore, it is not. It doesn't. There is no connection. So Rabbi Shmuel Ashkechan Akum Shal Akum Deinasur Teobed. So then we find that Rabbi Shmuel holds like this, that a pagan, Gentile pagan, his idol is not prohibited until it's worshipped. The Israel is the Surmiyad Manole. So the only thing that is derived from this verse is that the pagan's idol is prohibited immediately. Now, just because we don't have to turn this around, like so often we don't think about what we're saying, like, all right, so it's either one or the other. No, it doesn't have to be one or the other. They both could be prohibited immediately. So, or they both could be prohibited only once they're worshipped. It doesn't have to be that there's a different law between the idol of a Jew and the idol of a Gentile. So just because of the fact that we've proven here that a Gentile's idol is only prohibited once it's been worshipped, doesn't mean that the Jew's idol is therefore prohibited. So where does he derive that from? So Svara. So he said it's a logical conclusion. Why? It just makes sense that if the pagan's idol is prohibited.
In half a mile, continue on to Pennsylvania 33 South.
Is prohibited once it's worshipped, that the Jew's idol should be prohibited right away. So, Ema d'Yisrael klal v'klal lai. So, does it really make sense? That maybe we could say that when we
continue on Pennsylvania 33 South for 8 miles.
Two general issues. That's enough. Hashta Genizabaya. So then the question is, if that's the case, what do we do with an idol? Do we have to bury it, or do we have to destroy it? Israel Lemetasre. Maybe it only has to be put away, but doesn't become actually prohibited. It doesn't have to be destroyed and so forth until it's actually worshipped. So, Ema Keda'aku. So maybe it's just the same as the Gentiles. It's only prohibited once it's worshipped. Amar Kra. Deuteronomy 19 says, Moses reminds the people of the sin that they committed when they made the golden calf, not when they worshipped the golden calf. Just simply making the calf was already a sin. So they already committed a sin once it was made. The only issue with that is, all right, just because it's a sin doesn't mean that it's prohibited. Ve'ema, I was just mechaven to the Gemara. Ve'ema, I've learned this before, but it's been a few months. So, so okay, so this verse in Deuteronomy 19 is only saying that making an idol is a sin. Doesn't mean that the gold that the idol is made out of is prohibited before it's worshipped. It's just saying it's a separate sin, but it's not necessarily going to prohibit the use of the item. So so we have another verse, also Deuteronomy 27. Cursed is the man, or cursed is the man who makes an idol or a graven image. So this person is cursed as soon as he makes this idol. He's cursed. So so once again, we can answer the same thing. Alright, so he's cursed. That doesn't mean that the idol is prohibited in use. It just means that he's cursed. So next, Toevas Hashem Ksiv. An idol is called an abomination before the Lord. That's what's written in Scripture. Rabbi Akiva. So we have Rabbi Akiva's. No, not pertinent. Not gonna do it. So Rabbi Akiva, Davar Amevi L'Dei Te'eva. So Rabbi Akiva understands that when an idol is called an abomination, it means that it can lead a person to abomination once it's worshipped. Having an idol around can lead the person to commit this abomination of worshipping the idol, but it doesn't mean that it's necessarily prohibited right away before it's worshipped. Rabbi Akiva akum shel akum desur miyad. So then Gemara, Rabbi Akiva asks the following. The Gemara asks, where does Rabbi Akiva derive this one, which is the psak of our Mishnah, that a Gentile pagan, his idol is prohibited immediately. Amar ul amar krapsile Eloheim tisrufim beish. It says they're graven gods, you should burn in the fire. It says in Deuteronomy 7. So the Gemara says Mishapaslu nas Eloah. Eloah. It's a mapik hey. You have to pronounce the hey at the end. So that means that a lot of people say Eloha. That doesn't mean anything. It's Eloah. But the accent is on the low. So it's a low because if you put the accent
in 2 miles, take the Pennsylvania 512 exit toward Wind Gap, Bath.
You put the accent upon the wrong syllable and you sing a tropical song. So is that the Andrews sisters? Kolisha. Okay. So they used to sing Yiddish songs too, the Andrews. They were really Italian, but they sang Yiddish songs. That was, we lived in such a diverse time back in the 40s. When the Andrews sisters could sing My Yiddish Mama. right? So, and they could sing a tropical song also. So, I think there really was like, it wasn't Andrews, I don't know, whatever. So, they were always in Abbott and Costello movies. So anyway, it becomes a god, Ve'idach. As soon as it's formed, you're in trouble, right? Ve'idach. So we'll go further. This is a long daf. Huma Bayale, the son of Yosef. So maybe we can explain this like Rav Yosef taught. The son of Rav Yosef, Menayim Akum She Poisel Aloho. So you can learn this out differently. This is where I turn right. 512 is what they said. That this word psul means something that is that's garbage. So this psile Eloheihem means the garbage of their gods, meaning that if this is where we derive. Oh, which way do I go here? Oh, yeah, 512 south.
Turn right onto Pennsylvania 512 South. Continue on Pennsylvania 512 South for 5 miles.
Somebody's calling me, but I'm in the middle of the daf. This should stop the daf. Hello? 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 And you sing a tropical song.